Good morning, all. Welcome to today's session, and welcome, Aparna Didi. Um, so we are almost ready to start. I wish you all a wonderful meditation today, and we'll hand it over to Aparna Didi.
Thank you, Karan. Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday. I'm joining here after a long time, so I hope that we'll have a good meditation session. We will foot soak today. I hope all of you have your foot soak tubs ready. And next Friday is Easter. Next Friday is Good Friday. So next Sunday we'll be celebrating in our local collectives Easter Puja. And think yesterday or this week was Mahavir Jayanti. So the speech that I picked today is for Mahavira Puja. Um, if all of you have been practicing for a while, you probably already are aware that Shri Mahavira is on our left channel. So we'll learn a little more about that today. I'm really very happy to be here after a long time. I think if any one of you have meditated with me in the past, I think it goes both ways. When we all meditate together, automatically, since energy flows from higher point to lower, we all balance each other just because we are meditating together. And that's the best part of collective meditation. And each one of us have different strengths. So different strengths, different strong energy centers. So it works well for everybody. So we will get started as soon as it is 10. I think we have about 3 more minutes. And if you don't have your foot soak water, just take a minute to get your foot soak water ready. And then as soon as it is 10 a.m., we'll get started. Does anybody would want to share any um, thoughts about their meditation or anything in general? No? Okay.
I have a question. Can you tell us a little bit about Shri Hanuman? You picked Hanuman Chalisa as well to play.
Yes. Yeah, this week was both Mahavir Jayanti and Sri Hanumana Jayanti. So that's why I picked Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Just like we have Sri Mahavira on the left, we have Sri Buddha on the right. And similarly, when we take the mantras for the left channel, we take Sri Bhairava mantra. And for right channel, we take Sri Hanumana mantra. And in the beginning, if I remember right, in the beginning part of the talk, Sri Mataji talks about um, both the left channel and the right channel, the representative deities and their qualities. Like Sri Mahavira is more on our left side, our emotional past, then this is also our moon channel. Whereas Sri Hanumana is on our right channel, our action channel, the sun channel. And the he um, Sri Harmana is an angel, and um, he is also known as Chiranjiva, an eternal uh, uh, person. It's so for most of us who come from India, we know Sri Hanumana. If we have seen or heard about Ramayana, and there is the um, the epic relating to Sri Rama, who resides in our right heart, who is also the incarnation of Sri Vishnu, who is in our Nabhi Chakra, and who is again also the incarnation of Sri, sorry, uh, Sri Krishna, who is at our Vishuddhi Chakra. So essentially, what when I started practicing Sahaj Yoga way back from 1996, and I was just, I think, 14 or 16 when I started. So initially, I would just experiment, and then I established my faith over a period of time through experimentation and observation of my vibrations and things of that nature. To me, it's always that at various times in history, there are various incarnations and or even the gurus that we call the 10 gurus in our Bhavsagara who come and who teach us various teachings which are appropriate to that time and place. The essence of all to me is always knowing our own inner self, and our own inner self and our spirit is always, kind and compassionate, and it's eternal. And if we go on like until then, I think I didn't believe in reincarnation or taking birth again. But then, if the spirit is eternal and each human birth is like a pair of clothes that we wear, then all of us probably have taken many more births, because at various instances in our life, we probably feel a kind of a deja vu feeling that, this has happened. And you draw from, at least for me, I have felt quite sometimes that this has happened, I have done it. But if I think rationally, no, this has not happened. This is the first time in my lifetime, because I'm aware of only this life. This is that lifetime. So um, that's what my thoughts are. So today, the reason I picked Hanuman Chalisa is because I didn't want to pick two different talks because we have only 60 minutes. So I picked Hanuman Chalisa for our foot soap. Shri Hanumana is on our right channel, and he is a very active angel, and he is the one who helps us in a lot of things. And um, we'll listen some of it in the talk that Sri Mataji will talk about. And the talk that I picked is for Sri Mahavira, who is on our left channel. So I hope that clarifies some current.
Absolutely, Didi. Thank you so much.
I think it is time. We will go ahead and get started. Let us all bow down to Mother Earth, take a bandhan, and then we will do left clearance, right clearance, and then sit in the foot soak while listening to Sri Hanuman Chalisa. Let's move down to Mother Earth and take a bandhan. Happy, 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 Mother Kundalini One. Happy, 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 Mother Kundalini One, two. Happy, 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 Mother Kundalini One, two, three. Radha Swadhistham Vishuddhi Adina Samhastam. Left hand on the lap, right palm on Mother Earth. Mother Earth, please absorb away all the negativities and imbalances from the left channel in my body. The mantra here is Mahakali Bhairavana. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahakali Bhairavana Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi. Right clearance, right palm on the lap. left hand towards the sky. Dear sky element, please absorb away all the negativities and imbalances from my right channel so I can be in balance on the central channel. Mahasaraswati Hanumana Saksha. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namo. Let's bring the left hand on the lap. Attention on the central channel. Dear elements of nature, earth, air, fire, water, and sky, please assist me in my practice of meditation by absorbing away anything that does not serve me. We will take the mantra of Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha and with our attention move our Kundalini from Mooladhara to Sahasrara and above. Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Mahalakshmi Ganesha Saksha Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nila Devyai Namo Namo. Let us be in silence for a minute or two. First stage of meditation is thoughtless awareness. Thoughts will keep bombarding us, but we just postpone them for the small duration. When a thought wave raises and it goes down before another comes up, there's a very minor gap. We just want to be present in that gap between the thoughts where the mind is silent. In this state of mental silence, with complete attention on our Sahasrara, which is at the top of our head, the fontanel bone area, we will foot soak with Shri Hanuman Chalisa. Let's vibrate our foot soak water, Samudra Devata, which is the ocean. Dear ocean element, please assist us in our practice of meditation by absorbing away any negativity. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. We will listen to Shri Hanuman Chalisa.
निज मन के सिमरो पवन कुमार, बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहे, हरो कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। राम दूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेशा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए। रघुपति की नहीं बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई। सहस बदन तुमरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा, नारद शारद सहित अहीशा। यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते, कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानु, लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे, तीनों लोक हाकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों ओर प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, कर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुमरे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, ये शत बार पाठ कर जोई, छूटे ही बंदे महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होए सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी, श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let us wash our feet and keep the water inside. We will meditate in silence for a few minutes before starting to listen to the talk of Srimati ji.
Today we are going
With complete attention on our Sahasrara, let us listen to the talk by Srimati ji. It's about Shri Mahavira Puja and getting to know our depth.
Today we are going to do the puja of Mahavira, and we never had this puja before. The reason for this was that Mahavira's life was an ascetic's life. Just like Buddha, even more than Buddha, it would be, because at the time when these two were born, the Brahminism of the Hinduism had taken a very funny form. People had become extremely ritualistic and they're worshipping all kinds of stones and all kinds of things instead of worshipping only the Swayambhu. Let it be open. The ascetic life of Mahavira was of a very, very extreme nature. He was the one who was born in a clan of warriors, Kshatriyas. And then he was also married. Also, he had a daughter. He had to do the work of the divine. He decided to take a sannyasa. So he took the permission of his brother because his parents were dead. He was a king, so he gave up all his material wealth, everything, and he became a complete sannyasi. And he left his family, he left his house, everything behind, and went alone with a little bowl for begging alms. And the people who joined him were very few. And he asked them that you have to also become ascetics, munis. He was the reincarnation of Saint Michael. And he resides on the left side, on the Iranadi. And he looks after the whole of it. Right from Muladhara onwards, up to the Sastrara. So Saint Michael was born as Mahavira, meaning the greatest warrior. But when he was born, the whole place got a lot of prosperity. That's why he was called as Vardhaman to begin with. But his asceticism was there because of the Brahminism that was so prevalent in those days, and people were absolutely drowned into it. After Shri Krishna, these two persons, Buddha and Mahavira, both of them incarnated in India. As you know, their history is very far out because they were the children of Rama and they were two twins called as Love and Kush. So Rama led a life of a very great king, benevolent king, and of lots of limitations, Maryada Purushottama. Because of that, people became extremely serious and also very closed because of Rama's following. Of course, after every incarnation, as they do not get their realization, they get deviated and start going to the extremes of everything. So they went to the extremes and became very, very much sort of quiet people, wouldn't talk to anyone, would be very formal sort of people, because that was the life Rama had to lead. And because Rama left his wife, many people at that time felt that wife is not to be paid so much attention to. So Shri Krishna came. Actually, Rama took birth as Shri Krishna to overcome these conditionings. And he said, all this is Leela, this is all a play. And that it is a play and you should have pure heart and you can play about. There is, as long as you have pure character, nothing can go wrong if you mix up with people freely. So after Sri Krishna, people started becoming very licentious and permissive. And they created poems and things of Krishna's love stories, which was all false. Because he lived with Radha at the age of 5 or 6 years and in the Gokul. So all these false stories about him were used for the licentiousness of the people. So now the situation was such that the whole place uh, was getting completely drowned into immorality. The priests, the Brahmins themselves had become extremely immoral and were indulging into all kinds of corrupt practices. Not only that, but they took to tantric manifestations of using spirits and things like that, and became very self-indulgent. At that time, Lord Buddha and Mahavira were born to decondition people from this kind of an extreme behavior. Because whatever the incarnations tried, people always went to the extremes. So they found out that people were very much indulgent in killing animals and eating flesh all the time. And if you eat too much of flesh and all that, you become a right-sided personality. And so then you become very aggressive and start killing others. Moreover, the people who were very much attached to their family or to their children and all that would not do the work of the divine. And it was a very intensive work which he had to do. So he made very strict rules as Moses did. He said that nobody should kill any animal and eat it, first of all. Those who are becoming the munis or the bhikshus should not even go on any bullock cart, should walk bare feet, should not even wear shoes. They should shave their head completely, should have only three changes, three dresses with them of a big tunic-like thing. Whether it is sun or rain, they should not use any umbrellas. They should eat before 6 o'clock, before the sun sets. They should sleep only for 5 hours. And all the time meditate and ascend and then try to do the work of the divine. Then only they can do the work of the divine. After they get the realization that he called as Kevala Gyan, only the knowledge, means pure knowledge. They will develop Samyak Darshan, means integrated personality, and all the collective consciousness. He talked of all these things. But as he belonged to the left side, he has described hell very clearly. Fundamentally, basically, there are 14 hells according to him. And it's horrible to read all that, what he has described about hell. Because he wanted to tell people that if you do all these wrong things, you will go to hell. And he talked about not about form God, but formless God. Because he didn't want people to again start ritualism, but get to right to the position where they could get their self-realization to cleanse themselves. So you can imagine how difficult in those days at Mahavira was even to be one of the candidates for self-realization. It's frightening for you. That's why I never had this puja. Because to do all these things, first of all, and to become absolutely pure, then only he would give realization. I wonder how many got realization. But the way he made rules for people was so strict. Nobody would have followed him. But he told them about the hell in which they will go if they don't follow. So they were so frightened that they joined him and started following Jainism. Jain means the one who has known, who is enlightened. It's the same word is jna, means to know. Ja from means to know. It's the same word. It's the Jew means also the one who knows. He didn't say that you should not eat meat, but he said that if anybody is found with another woman, he should be killed. The Muslims that they follow Shariat is made by Moses for the Jews because they had become so self-indulgent. The Shariat that is followed by Muslims is made by Moses for the Jews, because when he brought those 10 commandments, he found the Jews were indulging into all kinds of nonsensical things. But Jews very nicely put it on the shelf, and the Muslims took to it. So, now this Mahavira style went to the extreme as usual. Even Lord Buddha's, same thing. Mahavira was the one who said that you should not kill any animal. So now in India we have people who are absolutely abstaining from even killing bugs and killing even mosquitoes. How far human beings can go to stupidity can be seen from this. Nowadays, there is a custom very common in India that they get hold of a Brahmin, put him in a hut, and put all the bugs inside. And when these bugs have got completely fed up with the drinking of the blood of this Brahmin, they just drop out. Then this Brahmin is paid a big amount by the Jains who have lots of money. They are vegetarians to such an extent that they don't want to go to the bathroom, but they go on some sort of a open space that no animal should die. Such ridiculous things they do. And in all doing all these abstinence and all that, they are extremely money oriented. Jains are just like Jews in India. Jains and Jews are the same in their money orientation. So the Jains won't kill even a bug or a mosquito, but they don't mind harassing a man up to his death for their 2 rupees. So this extreme temperament is seen in every religion. And that comes because human beings start moving like a pendulum from one end to another. And incarnation comes in, tries to bring them in the center. But again they start moving on the other side. They cannot remain in the center. This is the problem of the human beings. And this is why all religions look so funny. When you see the way the Jains are, you are surprised and can't believe how stupid they are. Educated people, doctors. But they never know that. They never understand that they are stupid. So this is the story of Mahavira, where he has tried to bring in a kind. You shouldn't get up and walk when I'm talking. All right, tell her this. They're eating, they're walking about. Will you please tell the Spanish to behave themselves? When I started Sahaja Yoga, if I had started like Mahavira, how many would have joined me? Even when you have raised the Kundalini, you have got your realization, there is not much of detachment. Sannyasi meant that he had nothing to do with his wife, nothing to do with his children, nothing to do with his family or house or anything, possessions, no possession. But they were given such a little to eat without any, just boiled food, just boiled. And such strict order. But in Sahaja Yoga, I have first of all raised your Kundalini without telling you any ritual, any what you can call a strictness or anything about it. Just whatever you are, all right, get your realization. And I thought that by raising the Kundalini, by self-realization, I need not tell them about hell. Only by that, they will become quite detached and wise. But even now, what you find is that there are people who get married in Sahaja Yoga and just get lost. Either the wife dominates or the husband dominates or both of them get completely lost. Normally in the Western countries, as soon as they get married, for second day, they start quarreling. And within 1 week, they start talking about divorce. But in Sahaja Yoga, when they get married, they just get attached to each other like glues, you see. Then there is no other interest left. All the time thinking of wife, or husband. Some want to go for honeymoon, Some want to do it in a very big way with a reception and things. The importance is given so much that it is unbelievable that whatever things we have left to come to Sahaja have become multifold. And this marriage system that we have started in India is becoming a headache to me now. Either they fight as usual and divorce, or they get glued together. There's nothing in between. They don't understand that they are married for Sahaja and they have to use marriage for Sahaja only. But this attitude of Sahajogis is very surprising, because I always felt after self-realization they will be automatically sannyasis from within. They will themselves be like Mahavira's disciples. But what I find is that still they are always falling back into the same ocean from which they have come onto the boat. For example, now, somebody was fond of saying films or say football, of all the things, football. So they are still busy with football. It's become a craze with football, or a picnic, or a holiday, or a sea resort. After realization, how can you enjoy these things so much? That means you have not touched that depth within you yet. Your depth of joy. You have not yet touched. Still you have to touch it. Once you touch that, you really don't care for anything. Just don't bother for anything. You are so self-contented. You just enjoy yourself. But I do not know if I should tell you about hell and frighten you, or I should put restrictions on you. But this is the one Mahavira's which I have been avoiding so far. Even the ladies had to take out all their hair and wear only white, one sari and one blouse, that's all. No shoes. And also had to walk, never get into a bullock cart, leave alone cars. They had to get up at 4 o'clock, have their food till 6 only, and then sleep off. There is 40 days privation when you have to only live on water, only water. Now in Sahaja Yoga, it's the other way around, it's all enjoyment. You enjoy everything, you enjoy each other's company, you enjoy music, there's all enjoyment for you. But without touching your inner enjoyment, you cannot ascend. You must touch your inner enjoyment and then enjoy everything else. And any hard word said, even one word said hard, they had to repent and go on fast for days together for saying one harsh word. But here, people go, suddenly I find they're walking nicely, suddenly they get onto the horse of a ego and start jumping on others. You don't see, he's so jocular, I tell you. I just watched, suddenly what was he? Was a nice fellow, walking just now, suddenly what has happened to him? Suddenly he started behaving like this. I never wanted to frighten you about the hell. But there is hell, I must say. And so one has to go deeper into your own enjoyment so that there is complete contentment. So the things that are said about Mahavira taken to the extreme, that one day he was meditating and he had only one piece of cloth on him wrapped with a dhoti, and he had covered himself up with one piece of cloth. So when he was coming out of his meditation, his cloth got uh, uh, entangled with some bush. So he had to take off half of it. Then Krishna came to tease him as a what you call a beggar. And he said, you are a king and you can always get something cloth, but I am shivering. So why don't you give me this piece of cloth that you have? So he gave him his cloth and covered himself with some leaves and went into his palace and changed himself into his house and changed his clothes. So these horrible giants make his complete nude photograph so huge, 150 feet height, nude, absolutely nude into details. They work it out, stupid things. There are followers of his, so-called. He never had such followers, but they call themselves as Digambaras. Means they do not have cloth, but their cloth is all the directions. Digambar. Directions are their cloth. And they walk on the streets, walk everywhere in the villages, absolutely nude. I mean, horrible things people do in the name of Mahavira. Now, as you have got realization, I'm sure you won't go to that extent. But still, you must learn to have self-discipline. If you have no self-discipline, you cannot jump into that depth where there is complete Keval Gyan, means absolute knowledge, absolute love, and absolute joy. So this self-disciplining is very important. Of course, we did not go to the Mahavira's extent now because luckily I have given you realization. But still, do not go back to things which you have left. As men also do stupid things, also women do it in Sahaja Yoga, which is surprisingly, people told me that they carry so many makeups with them to India. What is the use? I just don't understand. I mean, for Indians it is useless, and it is absolutely useless for you also. You are saints. There is no need to load yourself with so many things unnecessarily. So if you again indulge into the same nonsense that you have been doing, going to the hairdresser or looking funny in the hair, all sorts of things if you do, then what's the use of coming to Sahaja Yoga or following any fashion and these things? If you have to do the same thing again and again, it is better you don't come to Sahaja Yoga. That's all I can say. I cannot say like Mahavira, that you shave your hair or you wear just a white sari. But I can only say that try to detach yourself. I was sure with my experiment that people, when they get realization, gradually they will get detached. And you all have to cooperate with me to see where is your attention. What are we doing the whole day? What have we done for Sahaja Yoga? How many people we have given realization? Everything seems to be important but Sahaja Yoga. But Mahavira's people did not do any jobs, nothing. They had to live in jungles. They had to beg for their food. And that's how this Jainism has spread. But what sort of a Jainism it is, I have told you already. So unless and until you touch your depth, you will become like any other religion. Because you won't be actually Sahajogis, just nominal. So we have to work in such a manner that we understand ourselves and we understand our attention and we try to ascend. I don't have to tell you. You yourself have to work it out in such a manner that you touch your depth and you become an ascetic within yourself. Then only you will be really doing the divine work properly, with proper understanding. Sahaja Yoga is the integration of all these great prophets and these incarnations. So I have to tell you that whatever were your conditionings and all that, to get rid of them, you must get out of this ocean of illusion. So this is the only thing I can just now say about Mahavira, but lots can be said because of he deals with the past, all his past lives and everything are described. But that is not so important. What is important is what is today, the present. I hope my lecture goes into your head and settles into your heart. And you understand what you have to do about yourself, about your ascent. You have to be genuine people. Then only it is going to show results in the whole world. I hope you will pass this tape to all the people so they should know why I didn't have Mahavira's puja all these years. May God bless you all.
Yes, let him leave.
Let us meditate on that for a couple of minutes. Let us gently open our eyes. That was a beautiful meditation. With complete attention on Sahasrara, let us bow down and take a closing bandhan. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this Sunday morning for this beautiful meditation. If anybody has any questions or would like to share anything, you can do so now.
Thank you, Aparna, for a beautiful meditation today.
Thank you, Karan, for your assistance. Oh, sorry, that was Ajay, right? I thought it was Karan.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no
Thank,
problem.
thank you
No,
for
it's
joining this morning
yeah,
and sharing
it's
patience.
been a long time, but it was wonderful today.
Yeah, that's good. Even if you can just meditate, 2 to 5 minutes in the morning, even if it is as soon as you get up from your bed, sit on your bed, meditate. If that is all that you can do, and at night, just foot soak before sleeping. Just start with 2 to 5 minutes, and gradually you can build it up to 10 minutes. And weekly once, if you can join collective meditation, you can yourself see the difference. You can just don't trust what I say by itself, but experiment it and then establish your own experience and faith.
No, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay. Hey, Jamie, would you
Thank
like?
you. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. It was a beautiful session, and I wanted to wish everybody a happy Sunday.
Thank you, Jamie. I
Thank
wish
you.
everybody a great week ahead.
You too.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks everyone for forming this collective and dissolving your consciousness into the collective consciousness. And thank you, Aparna Didi, for being a sincere instrument to Shri Mataji. Have a great Sunday. See you next time.
See you all, Jai Shri Mataji.